emphasize the role of the state is based on some key assumptions, such as the fact that the nation state remains the key actor in the international system.
In fact, the application of the realist approach to the concept of globalization and international politics reveals the fact that the contemporary global politics is driven by profound socio-economic changes caused by the process of globalization. The economic cooperation between countries serves interests of large multinational corporations because it facilitates the fast international market expansion. In such a situation, the global politics becomes a mere tool in hands of large multinational corporations with the help of which they manage to achieve positive results and expand their share market. In fact, the global politics create conditions for the free trade which is beneficial for large corporations. Thus, realism helps to understand the essence of the process of globalization and the contemporary global politics. Realism helps to reveal that economic interests of large corporations are the major drivers of the contemporary politics. Decisions taken by politicians match interests of large corporations and result in the further economic and political integration of countries.
Large range of theorists who have different opinions about the way international politics are organized. Among these theorists, you can generally distinguish three main schools: thoughts, the liberals, the Marxists, and the realists. They all help the size of different features of interactions on an international level. But what's noteworthy is that the realism tends to be in the globalization, plays the key part in the development of international relations. Globalization affects the world politics as well as the economy. At the same time, the understanding of the essence of the globalization can help to understand the essence of the global politics today, because the globalization is the process and the impact in the world politics. At any rate, development of the global politics is virtually impossible. Without globalization, the economy
We as a group ask ourselves a question to relate ER to IB, which is, can realism affect international relations and in turn the mechanisms of doing business? Yes, because the foreign policy of the state is based on the conviction that they are sovereign and not international institutions. According to realism, each state is a rational actor that always acts under the concept of national interest. Its priority objective being the survival and security of the state. It is important to highlight that the state within international politics identify and strengthen the balance of power, describing the desire for power, in which other nations also participate, trying to maintain or destroy the status quo, of which is that development in accordance with its relative level of power, with its competitive capabilities and the quarantines that give it a strength of its security as a nation state.
Why is this question important to an international business student? This question is very important to an IB student because of the deep relation that realism has with the world politics. Realism helps us understand the essence of the process of globalization and the world politics because it opens the possibility of analyze from an objective position the political and economic relations worldwide. Realism also helps us understand that contemporary politics are ruled by economic interest between large organizations worldwide. Besides, political interests are relevant in the integration of nations to form deeper and stronger bonds. Thus, the realism is a very important aspect in the investigation of an international business student in his journey to understand the globalization and all of its aspects.
Conclusion, we can infer that globalization and realism complement each other and that these are too important for the international business student because you have to know how realism affects globalization and you have to know that companies and politics are important and companies often help governments with jobs and taxes.